Is it better now?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
now.
Good morning,
Okay.
Prabhakar.
Good morning, Suresh. Manju, I'll take it from here. How are you today?
How are you?
Good.
Yeah.
Thanks for asking. Can you quickly go ahead with your introduction?
Yeah.
What are your roles and responsibilities in the current organization?
Good morning, Prabhakar. Thank you for this giving this opportunity. My name is Suresh Raju Vetkuri. I have 4.0 years of experience in IT field and around 3 years of experience in Devops methodology and agile technologies. And I used to work with GitHub and Maven and Jenkins and SonarQube Nexus repository and application servers. That's right. We have that right. Starting work with Docker and Kubernetes and doing in the Helm charts as in a configuration management tool like Ansible, and also I have worked with in infrastructure management of code is written in AWS also. This is my view of technologies and responsibilities. I have to coming to talk about roles and responsibilities. I have doing in CI/CD pipeline in smooth way to day-to-day activities, and my server any server issues are there in my side. You have to fix the bugs and issues. Automated various stuffs there in my side. There is more ability to understand of CI/CD methodologies, best practices. I have to doing in monetization and to take way to implementation of my side of you. This is the my side of roles and responsibilities.
Okay. So, what is your major responsibility in terms of Docker and Kubernetes?
It is doing in build of Docker images and deploy into the Kubernetes cluster.
Can you share a screen and write a simple Docker file for a backend service or a front end?
Yeah. Docker file.
Yes.
Just screen sharing right now.
Yes.
Just take a notepad. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Is doing an application is created of Docker image. Docker image is deployed into that Kubernetes cluster. It is the way to implementation of my side. And a Docker image is from is used to which node to prefer. Node node is the latest. What is latest? And
Are you watching something and writing?
yeah.
Are you watching something and writing?
I'm not in something and is writing. Is doing in something in my side of working in my workplace.
Okay.
It is
Go
a
ahead.
working directory. It is doing my side of view.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Is work directory. The directory slash user and it's copy doing package .json. The format of JSON you can do it application running that way.
Can you write a Docker file for any backend service, not for the front end?
I'm not doing in backend side, it is front end only working that way.
Okay. So you don't have any backend for your application?
It is doing in container applications of web services, and a piece of web pages are doing in containers, and the containers is which location to deploy in the Kubernetes cluster. That is way to my side of here.
Where exactly you're deploying with the application? Is it on any
Kubernetes.
managed service like Kubernetes, Azure Kubernetes? Where exactly you're deploying it?
It is doing in deployment and services config manifest files are written there.
Where? Which cluster? I mean, is it a Azure cluster or AWS cluster or your on-premises? Where exactly you're deploying?
It is EKS cluster, AWS.
Okay. So what is your architecture of application? What is the front end, back end? What is the database?
It is doing in SQL database. It is basically on the client side use requirements of some credentials or whatever it is user data is pushing in that place. And doing in inside of cluster is some applications running in the inside of the pod. That is the way to my side of it. It is deployment and service files are written. It is the different
What is it?
assets. That is the way.
What is your day-to-day responsibilities on Kubernetes?
It is doing in a build and release engineer for Jenkins. You have to build and release that way. Some part of time you can spend to the deployment section. That is my activity. You only
Okay.
converted to Jenkins CI/CD pipeline flow.
Can you help me with the entire CI/CD flow of your current application?
Yeah. I have some developers develop a code to push the central repository Git and pull to the Jenkins. You can build and trigger the builds. You can test it and build it. And Maven is a build tool to prepare the artifacts. That artifacts is stored in Nexus repository. This is a versioning purpose to use it Nexus repository, and this is the code quality have to do in developer side is a Sonar Cube. There is some best practices to best production to do in release of side. This is the piece of application is containerization to the Docker, which enrollments to do. It is the way to write this code. It is Docker application where to you use in which platform of OS or Docker images to build, and containerization to deploy into the Kubernetes cluster. This is the way to connectivity of communication between Jenkins with using plugins. And also this flow is continuously in automated way to prepare it in Jenkins file. That is the way to my side of it.
Okay. So that is your CI/CD. What binary repository are you using?
Yeah,
Binary repository.
it is the Git repository.
For pushing your binaries,
Yeah,
after creating an executable packages, where do you store them?
it is the Nexus repository.
Okay. And how did you configure that with the Maven?
It is doing in Maven is already a build of some credentials or versions are in back of you in the server of Jenkins. That is way to Maven plugins to create that Jenkins server. It is totally backend operation to create the build operation. It is written in some declarative pipeline. That is the way to configure of these tools and technologies.
You know what exactly pom.xml file?
Pom.xml file is a text file used to store the some scripted data. That is a declarative pipeline or whatever configurations of different servers or IPs and nodes. There is a configuration of some using Linux commands and scripted way to. That is the
Okay.
inside of pom.xml.
What is your total experience?
It is a 4 years experience.
Where are you currently working?
It is a Skylab Infotech, Bangalore.
Okay. Is it your payroll company or your client?
It is the permanent company. It is the US based company.
Okay. And how long you're working with the Kubernetes?
It is the 1.5 year.
Okay, what is your current notice period?
It is 30 days. It is service notice period right now.
What's your current package?
It is 10 LPA. It is my
Okay.
package is 8 LP, 8.35, but I am serving an offer letter of in 10 LPA in one of their
Good.
company.
Good. So I'm done with my questions. You have any questions for me?
My question is for which technology is used in client side view.
Completely as per the job description, what you got.
Okay.
It is on Kubernetes and DevOps practice.
Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which roles and what is the Kubernetes roles and responsibilities for you?
Same. You have to administrate the entire Kubernetes. It is not.
You can administrator. Okay. Mm-hmm. I am not.
That will be the
permission to
complete
that,
responsibility.
no permission in administrator view, but some permissions there. It is the cron job permissions where you can written in YAML files and ansible. That is the way to implementation of the infrastructure. But you can do in manifest files. That is the way to
Got it.
implementation.
Good. So thanks for your time, Suresh. You have any other questions for me?
Yeah. Any you ask any questions in my side?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't have any other questions. Thanks a lot for your time today.
Okay.
And Manju will get back to you with the feedback.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good day.
Good day. కాన్ఫిడెంట్గా చెప్పాను ఎంతసేపు చేశాడు 10 నిమిషాలు చేశాడు రికార్డ్ చేశానులేండి నేను ఇక్కడ పెట్టుకుని రాస్తున్నాను నేను చూసి రాస్తున్నావు ఏంటి అంటున్నాడు చూసి రాస్తున్నావు ఏంటి అంటున్నాడు ఐఎమ్ డూయింగ్ ఇన్ మై వర్క్ ప్లేస్ ఐ హ్యావ్ టు రిటర్న్ ఇన్ దిస్ ఫార్మాట్ అని చెప్తున్నాను ఏం చూసి రావటం ఏంటి అడిగి ఏమన్నా కెమెరా పెట్టి చూస్తున్నాడా నన్ను కింద చూసుకుంటున్నాం ఇలా కొడుతున్నాం
దీంట్లో పెట్టారా ఎలా పెట్టారు
రికార్డ్ మామూలు కాదు ఇది మామూలుగా స్క్రిప్ట్ రాయమన్నాడు నేను రాస్తున్నాను అయితే చూడండి అని మామూలుగా ఇలా పెట్టేసుకుని ఇది డాకర్ ఫైల్ ఆ డాకర్ ఫైల్ రాసుకుంటాను కాదు నేను మామూలు ప్రాజెక్ట్లో ఆన్లైన్ తీసుకుని ఆ డాకర్ ఫైల్ ఎలా ఉంటుంది బ్యాక్ ఎండ్ ఏంటి ఫ్రంట్ ఎండ్ ఏంటి అంటున్నాడు ఓన్లీ ఫ్రంట్ ఎండ్ అని చెప్తున్నాను
మళ్ళీ కీబోర్డ్ ఎందుకు పెట్టారు మీకు ఈజీ అవ్వడానికి మౌస్కి అటాచ్ చేశారు
ఎక్స్టర్నల్ కీబోర్డు అదే మామూలుగా చెప్పలేదు అడిగి మామూలుగా కింద చూసి రాస్తున్నాం ఏంటి అంటున్నాడు మనం టైప్ చేస్తున్నాం కదా దీన్ని బట్టి
బాగానే చెప్పారు
మరి అంత అలాగే వెళ్ళిపోవడం ఏంటో సార్ కనుక్కుంటాను
అప్పుడే ఫీడ్బ్యాక్ సాగం ఇప్పుడే కదా
ఓకే ఆపలేదు ఏంటి రికార్డింగ్